I do not know too many vehicles in this game which are able to face Concept 1B, one of the best heavy tanks in this game, and come out as a winner. And I know even less vehicles which are able to do that while being one tier lower. Well, this is exactly what happened in this clip, for example. While that guy was only able to penetrate one shot into me, but I was able to penetrate a couple shots into the commander hatch, into the lower plate as well, and Concept 1B actually will be destroyed very soon. And you are going to see this tank being quite a dominating force in this tier 9 battle towards the end as well. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the newest kid on the block called SMV CC-64 Vipera, and oh boy! I mean, the first impressions I had about this vehicle was me jumping into the battle, setting it up, jumping into the battle in a full tier 8 game. I was able to bounce 3,900 damage at first without losing any hit points whatsoever. While I was able to dish out 400 damage per shot, reload time between shots 6 seconds, 5 shells in the magazine, and if your magazine is empty, you reload for 31 seconds. You know, not such a big drawback while you're able to dish out damage with your quite a low, 220 penetration for the tank destroyer. But this vehicle, as it is classified as a premium tank destroyer, but I would say this is playing more like a heavy tank. This is way more like a heavy tank, like a slower heavy tank than a tank destroyer. You do not have that extremely snipey gun, aiming time and stuff like that. It's more like a brawler heavy tank, frontline heavy tank. Of course, when you do that, when you are going to be the frontline warrior in this vehicle, well, you cannot do that in every single matchmaking. You have to pick your battles, of course, because tier 9s, how to balance this vehicle is when tier 9s and tier 10s load the heat rounds or the high penetration APCR round and simply smack your face, because or the upper hull, or whatever, because it is penetrable, what you are able to see soon as well. I'm going to show you the 3D armor profile, but tier 8s, like most of the tier 8s, do not even carry enough premium penetration to go through this armor. But once again, you have to keep your eye on the hit points, because you have only 1,300 hit points. In the clip you're watching, I have 1,400, but this tank was actually... While I was recording this clip in the update 1.17, it was actually a bit nerfed in the update 1.18, which rolled out today. So 100 less hit points, it is going to have 1,300 hit points, and 2 kilometers per hour less top speed. Instead of 32, it is going to have 30. So just to keep that in mind. Take a look at this screen, for example. We're over here, so this is the final model of this vehicle, and it looks like that, versus the same penetration, it looks like that, versus another Vipera, it looks like that, 220 penetration, which is quite a standard tier 8 penetration, and you can see they cannot penetrate you. Like, they cannot penetrate, they can penetrate that very lower plate, the lower plate. Yes, they can do that, they can even overmatch that. Boo-hoo, right? Awesome. But anything else is not penetration. Let's switch to 264 millimeters of penetration, which is, on many vehicles in tier 9 is quite a standard tier 9 penetration. And even then, this is the only thing what stays green. This is a 24% chance, a 67% chance, 60% chance, but if you get this hull down, hull down, use your minus 10 degrees of compression, and you can see how this turns into red, ladies and gentlemen. And where is the commander hatch weak spot? Oh, there is one. There is one at the very back over there. Oh, something to penetrate, guys. Roof is overmatchable, If anything is higher than your roof, just always shoot the roof, or just hit your premium rounds up over there. But roof is easy penetration for standard rounds as well. Ladies and gentlemen. In certain positions and matchmakings like full tier 8 battles, once you get into a good position and you're able to hide your lowest plate, there are not, let's say, tier 8 battle, full tier 8 battle, there are not too many vehicles which are able to penetrate you, and this is very silly, in my opinion, very silly design. Over here in this position or in this match, we have 2,000 damage plus the blind shots I was able to take into the Leopard PTA over there before, as you saw. But you can see that Leopard PTA tries to circle me, but I have 6-second reload time, so I'm able to do that. Well, that guy rams me, I'm able to take this guy out, and then I'm going to put my final shot into the Scorpion G, and now I'm reloading while bouncing Scorpion G as well. Scorpion G, which usually should be able to penetrate most other tier 8s quite easily, but, not this one. You actually have to aim when you're facing Vipera. this battle was over. Ace tanker, like 3,000 damage bounce. That was quite lucky versus Concept 1B, let's be honest over here. I would say this is not going to be the ace tanker mark or the ace tanker experience for this when this tank is going to be released. It's more like 1,400 plus type of vehicle, I would say. So, you know, of course it depends how many tanks are going to be on the battlefield. But anyway, this is the Vipera I did set up over here, and let's play one live battle together as well. Let's see what is going to happen. So I decided to use improved aiming, ventilation and turbo, and it seemed to be working for me. There are definitely a couple other equipment setups you can use. Definitely talking about improved hardening in the survivability slot just to get those hit points a bit higher. But, you know, usually this is what was working for me, and I was able to maintain 2,800, 3,000 average damage in this while bouncing a lot, you know, getting some assistance as well. But turbo seemed to be helping this tank out quite a bit, especially, you know, boosting the reverse speed, boosting the top speed as well, just to arrive to some positions a bit faster. So let's simply jump into the battle and let's see how it performs over there. If we get like, hopefully we get actually a tier 9 type of matchmaking, you know, just to showcase to more rough matchmaking for this vehicle. Maybe some tier 10s as well. I have nothing against showing tier 10s. And how it can be penetrated when, you know, you're facing higher tiers and they simply load in some premium rounds. Wait a minute, that's a lot of Viperas over here. That is a lot of Vipera. So Vipera was released actually, as we can see right over here. And we are going to be fighting over at the valley, which was changed as well in update 1.18. So we are going up over there, definitely, and let's see. So the firepower of this, in some situations, again, is quite silly, I would have to say so, because there are not too many tanks which are able to fire 400 damage per shot after every 6 seconds in tier 8. And also, one thing what many players do not think about is that reload time between shot, this does not get nerfed. When you get ammo-racked, when you get stunned, when your loader is dead, nothing is going to affect that, and you are still going to be able to dish out damage 400 per shot after every 6 seconds. Like, even if you get ammo-racked, right? Not like blown up, but if your ammo rack gets damaged and your loader and your commander on the top of that, everything, you know, gets destroyed in the first encounter, you are still able to dish out that damage, and, you know, you have to worry about the long reload time after you have done that. But if you have 2,000 clip damage potential, well, you're able to take out entire tier 9 vehicle with that. You know, just to put that into a perspective. But let's see. Hello, VK. I'm actually going to pull back a bit more. I wanted to keep that guy over there, but I was hoping for drag and damage, of course. He has to aim at my lower plate. Wow. Well, VK just basically was looking how to penetrate me, and was unsuccessful doing so. They have 3 Viperas over here versus 2. You know what? We actually have to fall back. We actually have to fall back, and I'm going for the reload as well. That is AP round right over there. So this is a pretty nice fight, showcasing, you know, I can penetrate the entire roof, as I showed you before. I need my gun, actually. But this is quite a nice battle, showcasing how to fight against it, basically, right? Well, of course I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for the side. Another one. Another one. Whoa, 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 whoa. So procs. Final one. Okay, let's go for the reload. 2,400 damage done. There are a lot of Viperas already, seems to be, in the matchmaking, because to get, I think, 6 in total over here. No, 7 in total. They had 4. That is quite a lot. So this position was changed because previously the other team, the South Spawn, was not able to come up over here where they are right now. I'm sorry for blocking my own guys. That guy is using APCR, so that guy can penetrate my lower plate with Primo rounds. I do not have Primo rounds loaded, so I cannot do that, sadly. Me personally, I cannot do that. Now the question is, do I want to go in for the APCR round as well? I believe I do. I believe I do because we have a bit too many Viperas over here to deal with. Just a bit too many Viperas. I guess this guy went for the reload as well. He should not have enough gun depression for me. Oh, come on now. Even APCR round, not reliable, you can see, right? Okay. Nice. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. They are charging down, guys. They are charging down on us. And that DLC is going to be the biggest problem. If this guy gets next to me. Come on, guard. Scorpion. Help me out over here somehow. Help me out over here somehow. No, 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 no. Nice. What? I clicked the fire button. I swear, dude. Okay. Oh, they just came down on us. They just came down on us. The guard, I don't know what the guard was doing. Like, he didn't have any angles, I guess. That guy maybe didn't have any angles. But I was still able to dish out 4.5k damage. Took out Vipera, SU, bounce stump shots, and some weird bounces on the enemy Vipera as well. Because if I look at the shot with... shot which I took into another Vipera into the upper hull. That's okay, that's a 50% chance to penetrate actually. Yeah, that's a 50% chance to penetrate. Ay, silly. But that guy was able to penetrate me into the upper plate because he was on the higher ground before, which, you know, devalues the armor with APCR. More like 80% chance to penetrate what that guy did over there. Anyway, this is Vipera, the newest kid on the block. Design-wise, quite silly. Honestly speaking, quite silly. You know, I need to be honest in the videos when showcasing vehicles, what you can expect to see on the battlefield already. Like you can see how many tanks there are on the battlefield. But yeah, Vipera, ladies and gentlemen, newest tank. What do you think about that? What do you think about this vehicle? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm done with today's video, and the main question still remains: WTF is this tank? What is your take on it? Let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, I get you next time with something else. And by the way, while you're watching this video in the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours while it is released, tune into twitch.tv/Dezrng, for example, because I'm over there playing with the Vipera and also with the new Italian Tech 3 tanks. So tune in and let's have some fun together. That is me done. Stay beautiful, stay sexy, take care, and bye.